Welcome back to part 2 of the Red House. So you guys have gathered some info. Now it's time for you to make a plan. Another plan must be made. How do you intend to do whatever it is that you intend to do? What do you intend to do?
Step 1. What are we doing? You went inside. You tell us what you saw.
Okay. First of all, the 2 guards at the front door, they checked me, they patted me down for any weapons. I didn't have anything. They let me in. And then there's a lady, similar to that one heist where I ripped off the iron door. It was similar to that situation where she was in a booth and I gave her 1 coin. She tugged on something, a bell went off, they let me into the main area. And so the front area, red, but then the main pleasure area, all blue, all sorts of things that you can do. Anything you can dream of about vices, they have. And I remember at this one table, there were the executives, the top dogs. And they were playing some whack game just with bones.
Okay.
Other than that, the noble lady told me, keep coming, be in good graces with the executives, and I may be able to attain the card needed.
May have an idea. He can go in again, and then once the doors open, you can probably sneak past.
We can get in with a chip. We have the sailors. They're drunk, probably asleep by now.
They agreed with us that those 2 naval officers, they agreed to get us in the next night.
Well,
which
we
would
can
be
always
this
just,
coming night.
you know, we can
You guys
stagger,
can pay.
we can steal it.
Well, here, if they're gonna pat you all down, if you can sneak in with weapons, and then hand them off to you.
I got my blades that I can just hide.
I mean, we can also like stagger the entrance, like you 2 go in, like, and then in an hour. You could do that over the course of like an hour.
Here, a
Just
demon.
to make sure that's not that suspicious.
But also one thing, I think I should go in 1 hour before the sergeant makes his rounds to the Red House. To the Red House and just blend in playing the game and try to observe where he goes, if at all, to drop off the items, the taxes he collected.
Sure. We should do
Let's
that.
do it.
Okay.
Then we can improv our way up until there.
Okay, so say this again in a more concise way. What the hell are you doing?
So,
We go in.
The next day.
Yep.
It's another information.
When?
here,
So, Demon, me, I will enter 1 hour before the sergeant.
I'm sorry, I should say something. At midnight, when everybody was coming back, through your spyglass, you saw another changing of the cards. You saw everybody leave at 11:30, and then it was quiet, and then at midnight, guards change.
So is that, 6-hour cycles. Midnight, 6 a.m., noon, 6 p.m.
Yep.
You all go to sleep. The next morning, you wake up, 6 a.m., changing of the cards.
I'd like to consult with Chance real quick.
I'm sorry. So you guys you slept all night long, so you get a long rest, all of your harm is healed. I'm just shitting you. This isn't 5e. This is...
I wish it was.
Oh, too bad. Haha. Hard game. All right, so 6 a.m. you all wake up. You're a little tired, but you all wake up. You see the change in the guards, 6 a.m. What do you do?
I'd like to go talk to Chance.
Okay, you go down the block to the warehouse. You go in. Chance and his crew are all asleep on these mats on the ground. I'm sorry. All of the crew are asleep on mats on the ground, except Chance. He is at a hot plate making a skillet of eggs with some kind of mushrooms.
Okay. Chance.
By the way, you know that eggs are very expensive.
Huh.
I just wanted to throw that little detail in there.
Eggs? Where in the world did you manage to get eggs?
He says I stole them.
That makes sense.
Why did I even ask? Okay.
Oh.
Chance, I have a question. In the notebook, did you know when the sergeant comes in today to the Red House?
He pulls out the notebook, flips through it. He says, Wednesday, 6 p.m.
Thank you.
If he's on schedule. Well, how did it go last night? What'd you learn?
I got in.
You don't have to tell him. Do you briefly tell him the? Okay, so you abbreviate your, kind of retell the story. He nods and he's like, "Wow, that's farther than we've ever gotten in. I mean, we've never gotten in, so that's really cool. You guys are truly amazing. Ulf was spot on. You were definitely the right crew." He's like, "So what's the move now? Did you find where they store the loot?"
That is what tonight is for, to get additional information.
Got it.
The reason I asked you for the time that the sergeant came in is I will be at the poker table again, just playing, and I will try to survey around 6 if he comes into the common area and if he goes into any other room.
Makes sense. That's smart. Man, you guys are good. He's like, do you want some eggs and mushrooms?
Yes, please.
All right. He gestures to basically like it's a workbench with some like stools and none of them match. And that's like, he like brings this big pot of eggs and mushrooms over and he says, "Hey guys, come on, wake up, time for breakfast." The kids all kind of rouse, they get up and they kind of walk over and sit down with you and they're all eating their food. You notice that like among the kids, the youngest looking one is like kind of just staring at his eggs. He's not eating. And you see Chance like notices this. And he's like, "Come on, Ivan, eat your eggs. You need something." And Ivan says, and he just kind of starts slowly eating. The other kids are like talking with each other, and you in the course of the breakfast, you understand that they have like plans for this day. Like there are different places that they're going to just do minor theft from, like different little shops. Chance goes through a list. He's like, all right. He's like, "We're good on eggs." He's like, we need some clothing. And he looks across the table and he's like, "Roger's out of clothes. So we need some clothes." He says, "We need some soap." He's like, "You guys get the soap." He goes, "You know what would be good?" He's like, "If we could get some oil, that would be good." "Yeah, let's get some oil too. You guys try to get some oil today. And I'm going to get some fish."
What about Ivan?
"Ivan, do you feel like doing anything today?" Ivan's like, "I guess." "Okay, good, thanks."
I'll lean into Chance and ask, what put a damper on his mood?
He probably had bad dreams. That's usually how he is in the morning if he had bad dreams. He's the spooky one.
He's the Okay, I understand.
And the kids kind of clean up their plates. You notice not a single speck of food is left. Like they devoured everything that they were served.
Okay.
They wipe down the plates, stack them up, and then they kind of get their clothes and their jackets and stuff, and then they kind of all leave. Ivan's just sitting on his mat, like staring out the window.
I'll walk up to Ivan, and I'll put my hand on his shoulder.
Before you do that,
Oh no.
It's the spooks.
Oh,
They're gonna spook
this
you.
guy. I'm just trying to reassure him.
give me an attune roll.
Oh, it's the spirits.
Oh my god.
5. Holy jeez.
You're about to do that, and you're like, I shouldn't do that. There's something that's like, your instinct is that wouldn't end well.
Okay.
And so you're like, when you kind of pause for a moment, and before you do anything, he says, in Skovlan. He says, "What do you want to know?"
I wish to know what haunts you.
And in Skovlan, he continues. He says, "I hear things all the time. I see things all the time, and I can't turn it off. Even in my dreams, they come to me and they ask me for things.
Okay.
I just wish sometimes I could just turn it off."
Well, I have a question about the Weeping Lady. Not to him specifically, but does the Weeping Lady deal with like training people with attunement and how to better deal with it? With
You haven't had a lot of interaction with that faction, but you feel like
Oh, we've had a lot.
ultimately they're serving the needs of those who are in need, right? So maybe.
okay. Ivan, have you thought?
No, go away. He's like in Skovlan. He says, "Not you." And you see he turns and looks back out the window.
Have you thought of?
And he's like, "No. God, just leave me alone. No, I can't. There's nothing I could do." Oh. Just come back tomorrow. Sorry, go ahead.
Have you thought of approaching the Weeping Lady to perhaps learn more about your?
No.
Okay. Any specific reason?
They're not good.
Okay, I'll take your word on that.
They came to the camps when we were there. The refugee camps. They would go around and like tend to people. And a couple of them came up to me, and I think one of them maybe knew something, but I didn't really like her.
Okay. Well, I am very sorry about your situation, but if there's any way I can assist you, please ask Chance and I will talk with you.
Okay.
And I'll just head back to the inn.
As you're turning to walk out, he says, "Did you fight in the war?" In Skovlan.
Yes, I did.
He says, "You must have been like my age then."
A little older, 14, 15, but yes, around your age.
Did you fight with Ulf?
No, but I did hear of his deeds during the war. He is one I look up to the most.
He said, "My father fought with Ulf. He died. He was in Ulf's Legion."
I see.
He says, "I don't like what the Akorosi did. I hate the Empire."
That I also agree with. But as of right now, we cannot do anything but survive and oppose the Akorosi.
You hear chants like kind of coming from the kitchen area over towards you. And before he gets there, Ivan's in Skovlan still, but like very quietly, he says, "The old man in the red room. Don't trust him."
The old man. So could I describe the Akorosi ghost I saw at the
You can, but you have to do it very quickly because Chance is on his way over.
I described, so the Akorosi man, 100 years old, older
Yes.
nobility.
The old man.
Is that who you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
He just wanders about.
Is there anything I should know that you know about this old man besides not trusting him?
The spirit wardens haven't captured him because they don't go to the Red House. Ever.
But how does that explain the lack of ghosts in the Red House besides him?
The old man is the explanation. And he turns and looks back out the window. Chance walks over and he's like, all right, Ivan, I have to go run some errands and steal things for the crew. Are you okay here? And Ivan's like, yes. Okay, I'll be back later. He says, come on, demon. So you guys leave the warehouse. Chance says, what time should I meet up with you guys?
I believe tonight we are still.
Oh, you're still looking into stuff.
We aren't.
All right,
we are
well,
still planning.
Let me know. Keep me posted.
I will.
He heads down this way, south, towards like the market. All right, smash cut back inside of the hotel room. You guys are awake and hungry.
All right, well, might as well just go downstairs, get some food.
I'm missing Dave's sandwiches already.
You also probably need to use a restroom. Now, the funny thing is you didn't see any outhouses, which may lead you to believe that there's indoor plumbing. And in fact, you find that on every floor, there is a bathroom with running water and a running toilet.
We don't have.
Witchcraft.
Treat y'all well.
Pog.
We need to get this to our place.
What's mildly interesting is that this isn't necessarily uncommon. But for an establishment such as this, it's pretty exceptional.
I mean, it makes sense. It's right
I'm the
across.
first one in.
You do. You relieve yourself in great comfort.
I mean, it's
I call dibs
there.
next.
Yeah. By the time you're all done, you guys go downstairs. You could smell that there's breakfast. There's you drop a little coin. You get yourselves served some breakfast, and you feel rested and fed. Demon walks in, sits down next to you guys, picks up whatever plate of food happens to be there, and eats it all.
Demon. Oh, okay.
You were gonna eat it.
Okay. So now what?
Do you tell us what?
I would tell word for word what I learned with Chance and Ivan.
Okay.
Okay, so that old man, the ghost, for all intensive purposes, that you saw,
That's up.
is
Well, I mean,
the only reason why that place is not haunted even more than it is.
okay. Can I give items that I bring to people?
Absolutely.
Okay, who has guns here? You guys?
But here's the thing.
We're getting patted down at the door.
We're going to be
That's fair.
patted down. On.
Give it to me. That one.
Could he hand off weapons to you guys?
Depends on where we are. I mean, everyone's going to have eyes on that place.
He said that the booths are private. They have beads.
The booths. Okay. Oh, okay.
I do not remember that detail, but I agree with
I do. All the booths
That's
had beads
correct.
for privacy.
Yeah.
I'm the talker, not the pay attentioner.
I'm the pay attentioner.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. We could try and do that.
So what is our loadout, friends?
We should decide that.
You should, because
Fine
You
clothes
know,
and jewelry.
Obviously.
Are we gonna make my little wrist blades one slot or two?
I'm going to say that they are only one slot
Right.
because they're super effective.
Are we all going in?
Well,
we're getting in with Charlie and
invited.
Nikolai.
You two.
So-
You two are going in. He's sneaking in.
I'm buying my way in.
You're buying your way in.
Oh wait.
Wait, can I get the
Are
eraser?
you buying your way in?
Eraser?
Do you need coin?
I mean, I have one coin still.
You want?
Well, Lucas can give it back.
Well,
Well, remember that Lucas has coin that you gave him.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm taking some of my coin back to
No,
myself.
no. I need one coin to get in
We're
and
gonna get
one
patted
coin
down.
to
How are we
even
gonna get
play.
paid soon? That's
So
We're not getting
take your loan,
not getting weapon
loan
on.
it,
Fair.
get a
I'm
loan
just
from
gonna-
someone else.
I'm not even.
You think I could bring in a bottle of whiskey and they'd accept it?
Hey, it was your fault for accepting.
What?
No, you get drinks at our place.
BYOB.
It's like Six Flags.
Okay.
I think a cane sword would work. They would
mean,
definitely check
If
it.
they don't, unless they like, it's super obvious. I don't know.
You guys could just hand me weapons.
You know what that's going to come down to, don't you? How well you make that sway roll.
Yeah. And he happens to. Don't tempt him. He's got 2 sway.
I'm gonna give
There's a
you
possibility it'll go
my
wrong.
fine pistols and some.
Don't we have a
ghost
thing where we can
bullets.
take like
Alright.
2 more than the?
Shoot the ghost man. I'm bringing a Spirit Bane charm.
A devil's bargain.
No, yeah, right there. Crew upgrades. Bravo's rigging. 2 free load of weapons armor.
That's right. See,
So need a light. We have 5.
We also have a thing where you can add 1 to hunt, skirmish, or wreck.
I have both of those written down.
You have it marked already. Okay.
Done that.
I'm bringing heavy armor and a
gonna
rage
throw
vial,
weapons.
and
I'm
that's
just gonna
it.
keep it on skirmish because I don't
Okay.
do ranged stuff.
I'm bringing a Spirit Bane charm just in case.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I have explosives and thermite.
Would they take the spirit bane, the charm?
Don't look at
so
me.
Philip, how exactly are you how would this not be discovered on your body?
Keister it.
Or do you have it disguised in something or with something?
Wait, is he bringing the thermite?
I mean,
like
if
to.
there's a safe.
I'm also
We
bringing.
also have the idea.
I'm also bringing fine lockpicks, if that counts for anything.
With all the other ways that all of our past sites have been going, it always ends up going loud. So,
Because we always roll low when we need
yes.
to.
So my idea is that I'm gonna chill outside, and then once,
Walking in with like a bundle of.
But they can't see that.
and then once stuff goes loud inside, then I just start barging in.
So you're
with
going to
all the
hang
stuff.
out at the hotel, keep an eye on things,
Yes, mostly.
and you're ready with thermite.
yes, and 2 guns. And
James and Shannon, your plan is to meet up with
Charlie and
Nikolai
Nikolai.
and Charlie
Yeah.
and go in with them. You're buying your way in. Are you buying your way in?
You know what? If he's also gonna stay out there, I can just stay outside too.
I'm
I
gonna take
guess.
Doc.
So you're staying
With my
in the
rifle
hotel
in
room.
case things go
Okay,
loud.
so you guys are watching from the room.
Yeah.
Ghost Veil sneaking in
You're going to sneak
be
in
anything.
with him or with them.
It's a walking stick.
with him.
because
Well, he's solo. They're going to have 4 people.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
probably with
because-
him.
Yeah,
Anything
he's going
would
in
be
first
weapon.
before the
So close.
whatever
Okay.
his name was.
Yeah.
and then they're
I'm
coming in
giving
after.
him the
Yeah,
ghost
you know,
bullets.
I'm gonna bring.
Got it. All right.
For the gun, I'm not
I am
bringing.
going in an hour
There
before the
goes.
sergeant
You're
arrives.
going in at 5 p.m. and you're going to go at 5 p.m.
Yeah, I'll go in
Not
with him.
dark. It's dim dark.
And then you guys give me your weapons. Toss it.
Okay. So let's adjudicate that first. You walk up, 5 p.m. Guards see you. They're different guards.
Hello, I was here in this establishment yesterday and I would like to come back in. I have no card, but I wish I have coin.
Okay, sir. Hold on, please. Goes inside. 5 minutes later, comes back out, says, "Are you armed?
No.
Do you understand the rules of the house?"
Yes.
All right, welcome. Please step inside.
Thank you.
He opens the door. Time for you to make a sneaky sneak roll. So describe your power one more time.
Ghost Veil, you may shift into the ghost field, becoming shadowy and insubstantial for a few moments.
What does that cost you?
2 stress.
Okay, burn that stress.
You're just a shadow following him in.
Doesn't it miss
You
you?
literally do that. So you walk in,
yeah,
you
come
kind
on,
of ghost
misty
field,
shit.
you run across the street and just get in just barely before they close the door. The old lady is at the bank teller window. You posit your coin. She rings the bell. The door opens. You're invited in.
Okay.
You walk inside. You see the room as you saw it the night before. To your left, all along the wall, series of booths with privacy curtains, couches, tables, chairs, people, plenty of space in there. It is not that full. Like last night, it was full. Right now, there may be 12 people. 1 table playing cards, and another group of people at a set of chairs and a couch.
Yeah.
And then you think maybe 1 group is in a booth. You can hear people talking. There's no music playing yet. You feel like your ghost field's going to fade soon.
I will take an extra stress and make it last longer.
Well played. What do you do?
So there's no dice games, but card games.
There's a card game.
Well, let's try my luck at cards.
You see him starting to head towards a card table. What do you do?
I'm going to go sit in one of the booths.
You cleverly go over to one of the booths.
And I will
you
wait.
find an empty one and you
Wait till
scoot
then.
in and you just as you kind of get situated in the dim blue light, you feel yourself coming back from the ghost field, but you are in.
With weapons.
So many weapons.
Playing games of chance. You walk up to a card table.
Pistol, second pistol.
You see again, it's a mix. Looks like a couple older gentlemen, maybe nobles, and some kind of business people playing cards. You ante up your coin. You start to play for a little while. Go ahead and roll 2 dice.
4 and a 6.
You lose. Minus off your coin.
I'm pouring.
And that doesn't just instantly happen in one game. I'm saying that you're playing for like an hour. You win some, you lose some, but overall you end up losing.
Look at this guy. He's a loser.
Even though he does.
Just say the word. Just say the word.
During the time while he's playing cards, what are you doing?
I'm going to.
You can see
can-
through the beads,
yeah.
but it's like limited visibility.
I can exit out. They won't get suspicious that I'm there.
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I'll walk out of there. I'll walk out of the beads.
Okay.
9.
They don't know that.
How are you hiding them?
You step
I
out.
have a trench coat.
Oh, yeah.
You step out. You notice that there's a bartender polishing glasses. There's a server who's kind of walking around to the table, and kind of serving drinks to the table and going to the booth. She sees you and she's like, "I'm sorry, sir. What's your pleasure? What can I get you?"
Gambling.
Oh, she's like, "There's, I believe, a card game in process now. If you'd like to join that table."
Perfect.
She escorts you over there. You see Kobb just walking up with a hostess, and she's like, "Here you are, sir. Can I get you anything to drink or?"
Fine for now, but stay nearby. I might need you later.
That is so creepy.
Hostage situation.
You step up to the table, put in a coin, and you are dealt some cards. Time for a roll.
Ho ho, let's see.
Money, by the way.
Ooh, roll.
If it doesn't suck, you're fine.
Here
You're
goes.
fine. You're fine.
All right, you actually gain a coin.
By the way, I just want to say, you rolled 2 6s against a 4.
Not only do you gain a coin, but you also
took his money.
You also, the dealer's like, "Well played, sir." Like at the end of about a half hour of playing, migrates a bunch of coin to you.
Very nice.
The hostess comes back multiple times to see if you want anything to drink, smoke, otherwise consume.
Tankard of ale.
Yes, of course. She brings you the finest mushroom ale that anyone could ever brew.
Exquisite.
Gets you high on shrooms and drunk at the same time.
All right, so you guys are playing right along. Smash cut.
Let's meet up with our Navy buddies.
You meet up with the officers. They are in clean uniforms. They see you at the bar. They've already had a drink. It's happy hour. You guys meet them at the bar of the inn. They're like, "Oh," Nikolai's like, "I didn't know if you were going to show up." He's like, "I hope you have your coin, boys, because we're about to take it all away. Let's go play some games." Charlie's like, "Yeah," and he doesn't even finish his drink, leaves it. You guys follow them over. You're walking up. You notice the guards outside. Nikolai reaches in his jacket, pulls out this wooden chip, and hands it to... And at this close proximity now, you see something. You see a symbol that's stamped into this wooden chip.
The Imperial symbol.
And it is a symbol like you'd see on a playing card, like a king, but it's not the king of spades or hearts or diamonds or clubs. It's a king, and his face is a skull face. And he hands it to the guard. The guard takes it and opens the door.
Ah, yes, the famous King of Skulls. Love that card. Let us go in.
Do you actually say that?
No.
Okay.
This is an out loud thought.
You go
Prepare to
in.
get shot by 16 different guys.
What you find interesting is that when you go in, you weren't searched.
Oh, cool. Got my cane sword.
You go into the red entrance foyer. The guard closes the door. You see Nicola go up and he says, "We have 2 guests tonight." And she's like, "Okay." And he gestures for you guys to pay up your coin.
Oh, so we still have to pay anyways.
She collects the coin. She pulls the little rope. Bell rings. You guys
So
are
the
inside.
invites
You
were
hear a
just
bell
to
ring.
Get patted down.
And then you see
That makes sense.
the guard
I'm okay
that was
with
over by the bar, by that door by the bar, walk across the parlor and open up the interior door. And then lets the 4 of them in. You see them come in. And then he closes the door and walks back to the bar.
So just a reminder, is it only 2 guards in this whole area? One by the executives and one by...
You don't see the executive table. No one's at, I mean, the table's there, but no one's at it,
Okay.
and there's no guard there.
Okay, so it's still just
So
one
it's
guard.
one guard on the inside by the bar, by the door. There's the door behind the bar. That's where he's standing.
Real quick, I've been wanting to ask. This is a 2-floor building, correct?
Yes.
Is the common room just the first floor?
Yes.
So there is a second floor that we don't have access yet.
I can ghost fail again.
Correct.
I can ghost fail again and
That
get
was
up
my
there and
main
peek it.
thing. Okay.
Peek the door.
John goes to the point where he just starts being righteously
Literally
paranoid to search this building.
insane.
Yeah, and you don't see any stairs in this room.
So it's
that makes
probably through the main area at the
Probably.
front.
Or that
door.
or that side door.
Probably.
But that doesn't have a lock on it. That wouldn't make sense.
Well, that led to the office. Presumably led to the office.
Yeah.
right.
Might.
Nikolai and Charlie walk over towards the game tables.
Well, I guess we're
A
stuck with them
hostess
for a bit.
intercepts and says, "Good evening, gentlemen. What can I bring you? What's your pleasure?"
Can I get some liquor?
Of course.
Do whatever he wants.
Of course.
Thank you.
Nikolai and Charlie says, we'd like to play dice games. She says, "I will get a dealer for you in just a moment." They walk over towards a table and sit down. No one's there. A few moments later, the hostess returns. A dealer comes with a fresh set of dice, opens the box, pulls the dice out, shows them to everyone, sets them out. Charlie and Nikolai pony up some coin on the table. You guys ante up. Another coin to play. And your drinks arrive momentarily. Charlie and Nikolai also order drinks. And you see at the table, merely 8 feet away from you, your 2 friends. It's time to... So, the dealer is very impressed with your gameplay. The other people who you beat don't like that. They're done playing games. They walk away. You guys are kind of at a table. The dealer's like, "Would you gentlemen like to continue, or would you like to perhaps join that dice table that's just opened up?"
I'd just like to observe the dice game.
Okay.
If it's the 4 of
Hostess
us,
is like,
and the 2
drink?
of them, we'll get one of their.
I'll throw my hat in the ring in the dice game.
Okay, great.
Can I take a look at the dice that
Yeah.
the dealer showed, like very, very closely? I would
Yes.
like to see the very close details of these dice because
Okay.
I am carrying loaded dice.
You would like to... Would you like to finesse your dice in place of these dice?
Not yet.
Okay. You examine them. They seem like completely legitimate dice.
Hey,
All right, the game is afoot. Time to roll. You 2, dice game.
11.
I got an 8.
Brooks Columbo, well done. Nikolai and Charlie are not happy, but they continue to play. You pick up a coin. You guys you're watching the other dice game. You step up,
Yeah.
pop up a coin. Next round, roll again.
Double 6.
8.
4.
Double 6.
Yep.
Have my game.
You get 2 coin.
Wow. Wow.
Charlie and Nikolai are flabbergasted. They're like, "Wow, we haven't even had our 4th round of drinks yet." And by the way, this has transpired over some
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
right?
How long exactly? Because we are waiting to see for when Sergeant
Who amongst you
whoever
has
his
a
name-
time-
Crawley, Morley.
Does anyone
Funky.
have a timepiece?
What's his name? Morley.
Morley.
Nope.
Who is anyone still waiting? Well, we can do. That's probably in the meantime.
I assume
we'll get
we
back.
have a
We'll get
watch.
to them.
Is there a time
Okay,
piece? I'm
well,
wearing-
then none of you know
Yeah.
jack squat. However,
Unfortunate.
smash cut back to the hotel.
I was waiting for.
Max, you're looking out. You're like, 6 o'clock. And then you see Morley with not 2 guys, 4 guys behind him.
Oh.
And they're carrying chests. You see they walk up to the door. They go in the red room. Door closes.
That's a lot of guys.
It's quite a few, you're right.
What are you guys doing?
Okay. I'm gonna go down and blend in with the crowd by the door. However, not get too close to it where I'll arouse suspicion.
Yeah.
Just stand there.
I want to be clear. At no point in time have you seen anyone loiter outside of this building. I wanted to make that absolutely clear. Everybody on that street is walking one way or the other. They never look at those guards, and they never just stop and like, oh, what fine architecture. No one loiters. I want that to be perfectly clear for you. Because I don't want you to say that you're just hanging out next to the building and then the guards shoot you. Because that would be realistic given the descriptive elements that I've provided.
So I also assume that just, doing my laps back and forth will not end well.
You feel like these two might notice that the same person's gone back and forth.
Okay, I will
I
not
just
be
want you
doing
to know that.
You just want to loiter outside there. We can.
Yeah, loitering outside the inn, 50 feet away, that's no big deal.
I'll probably do that instead.
Okay.
It seems like the safer option. In my opinion.
Are you still up in the hotel
Less
room with
lethal.
your vantage point, or are you down on the street with him?
You know what? I'm gonna stay up on the balcony, but I'm gonna keep like the rifle kind of low. It's ready just in case, but it's out of sight to anyone who might see me up on the balcony.
Got it.
Knock, knock. Room service.
Crit cloth over the fine.
Okay, back inside. Nikolai and Charlie are like, let's take a break, get some drinks, go sit on the couch and relax, shall we?
Yeah, I'm looking
You guys are
forward
cleaning
to
us out too early. Yeah.
looking forward to taking more.
Oh yeah, we'll there's plenty more games. So at no point in time have they acknowledged Kobb because they don't know who he is.
Yeah.
But you notice as they're walking away from the table, they each like give a little tip to the dealer, and then Charlie's like, nice playing with you. And then they walk over towards one of the couch and chair setups.
Alright, so I'll do the same thing. I'll flip a tip to the dealer, and I will just strike up a fake conversation with you, just like about the game, whatever.
Exquisite weather we're having.
Quite.
The dealer, upon seeing that you're done, collects the dice and the coin, any coin that remained, probably not. And then he goes over. You see him walk over towards the bar and around the edge of the bar, and the guard that is at the door opens the door. And that guy walks into what you now see is a dimly lit hallway. And then that guard closes that
That's
door.
where we need to get to.
That's what I need to do.
How are we gonna get in there?
Should we go to the private booth?
Yeah. Get a seat. Go there, sit down, wait like 2 minutes, and bring the other guys, because it's good to have these 2 guys in here. Just enough time to.
There hasn't been like any noise like the lady at the front desk.
The bell has not rung since they came in.
Okay.
No new clientele has come in. Smash cut back to the streets. 15 minutes have passed. The front door opens. Morley and the 4 guys walk out and walk down the street.
So we didn't see them. Okay.
Interesting.
It's a different door.
Losing. Okay.
We're not. I can't tell them anything.
So we have no way of knowing if the drop was made.
I mean, are they
know.
coming out? They're coming out
They know.
empty-handed, right?
They
4 of
know.
us
We don't know.
Yeah.
You guys
Yes.
do.
Max and Philip know. You guys are still inside.
Okay.
5 minutes later, you see a group of 8 people carrying cases.
Have an
They
idea.
walk up to the door.
Something I want to do.
The guards open the door. They just walk right in. No handing of a chip.
Is there anything like noticeably special about
Yes,
these cases?
they were like fancily dressed in like Aruvian garb, and they had like, you feel like they're musical instrument cases.
Okay.
The guards open the door. They go in.
Okay.
The bell rings.
Oh my god.
You guys that are inside, you hear the bell ring. The guard by the bar door walks across the parlor, opens up the red room door, and you see the band come in with all their instruments. Then he closes the door, goes back to the bar.
You're into that hallway because of
Into the back room.
yeah.
We need to wait for them
once-
to.
You see the band across the room. They go to the far corner. They go up on the stage and they begin setting up their instruments and
We need another
tuning
person to
and
enter.
warming up.
We don't have any way of telling them to enter.
I got an idea.
Hey, I just wanted to do something for ease of mind. Is there any way I can do like an attune roll to try and discern where this old man could be?
Sure.
I'm gonna push myself so I don't have 2 dice take the lower. Man, it's really wish we had a whisperer here.
We do. No, we don't.
we don't.
We
No,
don't.
we
You-
That's the
you
one
did
we
for
don't
one
have.
for one session
That's right.
that was off camera.
4.
4 it is.
And I'm not sure if it means anything, but I do have a spirit pain charm.
As do I.
You do your best.
do I.
You don't feel the presence of any spirits.
Okay. It's worth a shot.
You're fairly confident that you don't. There's no spirits in your purview. Yes.
I want to watch the tables to see if anyone is particularly winning big.
No. In fact, the room is relatively small. Nikolai yells out to you, and he's like, "Come on over. We're gonna have a round of Eruvian hot spice shots."
Sounds perfect.
Sure.
The hostess brings over these small shot glasses, and you notice that there's a red, thick, kind of syrupy liquid in it. It's not smoking, but it's
on
like
fire.
a red, syrupy liquid. And when
Jello.
you pick it up, you could feel it's hot. Like they're glass, they're shot glasses made of glass, but you could feel like the hot. It's like warm.
These guys are in the Navy.
Charlie raises this and he says, "Lieutenant, you are the best officer that I've served under, and I hope that if we don't die on this next outing, that we can come back to port and indulge all of our vices together. Here's to you, Lieutenant Nikolai." Nikolai's like, "Thank you, I am awesome." And then he shoots it. Drinking? Oh, you're not there. Sorry, they didn't-
I'm alone. I'm alone
in the corner.
yeah, alone in the corner. You see this though, right? Like you see them. When you taste this, you're like, "Oh, what is that? It's not alcohol.
Slime.
It was very warm and salty and kind of had an irony aftertaste." And you're like, "I know that taste. Where do I know that taste from?"
Oh, it's blood.
Yeah, it is blood. That occurs to you. You were fairly certain that you just drank a shot glass of warm, hot blood.
Hey, Nikolai, what was this called again, if you don't mind me asking?
Peruvian hot shots.
Peruvian hot shots, and it's blood.
Maybe. I don't know. Tastes
Okay.
pretty good though. I mean, we usually chase it down with some Skovlan ale afterwards, but
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
what are you doing during this time?
Forgot he was in here.
Just staring at a table. Will anyone play with me?
He's waiting for that noble girl to come back.
Demon's just trying to figure out what he can do with no money.
Okay, you're broke. aren't you?
Rookie.
It'll be a loan. No, it won't.
One small loan.
You can have a point.
Do you walk up to him, or are you like pantomiming this request for money from far away?
You just look over.
I'm just kind of looking at him like.
You just see Demon going like.
So
Just
how are
like
you
very-
providing this money
very
to Demon?
very subtly, you're just gonna see like a little notion to like walk over to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you're walking over, I'm just gonna like completely fake, like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. I can't believe I wasn't gonna run into you here. How have you been?" Still the same, I see. That's great. Nikolai, this is my buddy, Charlie. Actually, ironically, named the same as your buddy here. But yeah, we met a couple years back on the way into the city, and it's been a while since I've seen him.
He looks at you. Are you wearing your like Skovlan outfit?
It's the only outfit he's
Okay.
got.
The only one he owns.
So Charlie looks at you and he's like, yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nikolai looks at you and he says in Skovlan, but it's not a native accent. Like he's Akorosi and he's trying to speak Skovlan, so it's kind of broken. But when he speaks to you in Skovlan, it's like, so what would they be doing letting rebel scum into a place like this? In Skovlan, he says this to you.
If in Akorosi, I have the coin and they let me in, and
He's like, well, I thought this was a finer establishment, Charlie. Oh, I'm sorry. Charlie, was it? What's your real name? You know, not the Akorosi name that they probably gave you in the camps. I mean, what do they call you in your home country?
I won't tell you.
Oh, well,
It's Charlie.
pleasure to meet you, Charlie.
Says, yeah.
Wish I could say the same.
Well, it is. It's your pleasure to meet me.
Bruh.
Interesting company you keep, but if he's got the coin, I suppose he can get himself into anywhere.
Would be that way.
Yeah, I definitely
He's
have
like,
the coin.
I take pity on the Skovlans, but you're still there, and he's like, I take pity on the Skovlans. They're a sad people. I mean, what it must have been like to lose your entire country and your sense of nationality to a far superior empire. It's rough.
I'm just gonna say I have quite literally seen him crush people's skulls with his hands. Just like,
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he's very strong. Yes. Most of them were. But then it is a paradox as to how they could have lost their entire country to the Empire if they're so strong. I mean, that's the paradox, isn't it, really? Don't we all ask ourselves that question?
No.
Really? You don't? You never think about how much more superior Akorosi culture and technology
You
and
can see
military are?
Demon gnawing on his-
Generally, I don't really play in this sort of politics. I'm more so here for the fun. So
Oh,
if you do say that Skovlans are as strong as you say, but they still lost, what do you think is the reason?
Oh, well, that's pretty simple. They're stupid. They're just a notch above a beast. They're very unintelligent, most Skovlans. Yeah. Yeah. But
enough.
I'm sure he's very tough. Charlie, do you think I should fight him? Charlie's like, I don't know, Lieutenant. He's a pretty big guy.
I bet
Seems like
2
you're-
coins that he will
Oh,
beat
now we're speaking our language. And he reaches up and he snaps his fingers. And you notice one of the hostesses like run over. And she's like, yes, sir, what's your pleasure? And Nikolai says, my pleasure would be to beat up this dumb oafish Skovlan in the arena. And we would like to invite everyone else here to wager upon that.
Oh my
she's
god.
like,
us are in, boys.
She's like, yes, sir, let me just make sure that the arrangements can be made. Can you just wait a moment? And he's like, of course, take your time. And you notice that she scurries over to the guard that's at the back door behind the bar. Like, runs up and whispers into his ear. He nods, and you notice that he pulls a small rope next to that door. A moment later, the door opens, and another guard leans out. The guard turns. They have some kind of banter back and forth. That guard leaves. 10 minutes later, the hostess comes back to your table. She says, gentlemen, the arena is ready. May I take you there?
I've got 2 coins on you. You better win.
She nods. She leads you all towards the back door. The guard says, who are the contestants? Nikolai says, I will be fighting this.
Mad.
And the guard says, okay. The house rules, no weapons. Everybody understands that?
Understood.
Very good. Please follow me. He opens the door. And now you see a dimly lit hallway, again with the blue light. And you see the hallway goes in two directions. To the right, it leads about 15 feet to a set of stairs that go up. To the left, it leads to a set of stairs that go down. He goes left. Right this way.
I would like
He
to
walks down
Ghost
the
Veil
stairs.
again, tag along with them.
Burn it! Do it!
Didn't they invite everyone?
How much stress are you?
Oh no, they invited.
Didn't they invite everyone
they?
in like the main room?
Yeah, they said.
Well, he was still
They
need to use.
they did invite everyone.
He was
but
still need to
remember
use Ghost
that
Veil.
there's only two other groups of people there.
Yeah.
And neither of those groups seemed interested in the arena.
Okay.
I would
come
like
with us then.
I would like to pull the guard aside real quick and ask him a question privately. And
Where's Trevor?
is there
The other one, not this.
is there
Probably
a
coming with.
limitation to any outside?
The terms of the arena will be explained. He leads you
Rage
downstairs. You guys go down the stairs, turn, and then back down the stairs. You walk down another short stretch of hallway, and you go to another door, in front of which is another armed guard. That armed guard sees you all, nods, opens the door, and in the room that you go into, which is not a huge room, it's about 15 by 15, around the edges are chairs, like built into the wall, like wooden chairs built into the wall, almost like small thrones. And then the middle of the room has a circle, like it's dug out about 4 feet down in a circle. And then there's like a gravel floor. You notice that this room smells very damp. Like it's like kind of basement-y sort of damp. And it's not lit with the calm blue light. And it's not lit with red light. It's actually lit with ectoplasmic tubes. So there are tubes of light that run across the top. And it's pretty brightly lit. And that seems to cover the main pit of the arena. The areas around the edge are sort of in darkness. And he says, would the contestants please step down into the arena?
While they're doing
And our guests please choose a seat.
okay. Do that.
I will explain the rules of the arena. He says, the terms of the combat must be agreed upon by both parties. Is this a fight to unconsciousness or a fight to the death? Nikolai's taking off his uniform jacket, handing it to Charlie, and he says, what's your choice, Skovlan? I'm sure you probably want to beat me to death.
Unconsciousness.
The Skovlan's afraid to fight to the death, so I'm assuming that we're going to be fighting to unconsciousness. And the guard's like, unconsciousness it is. He says, you do understand that no weapons are allowed?
Yes.
Nikolai nods. He says, other than that, there are no rules. Wagers will be taken first before I sound the bell. My decision for unconsciousness is final.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be a fight.
He says, we have terms. Please step down into the pit. He says, wagers. All wagers begin with a coin. You may up the wager on an individual basis, or up the wager to match all bets, which is the highest bet.
2 on the Skovlan.
3 on the scope one.
3. I hear 3 on the Skovlan. Nikolai nods to Charlie, and Charlie says, we'll match the 3. 3 on Nikolai. He says, will you move up to 3, sir? He says, very well. He comes around with a box. It's got like velvet on the inside. It's very nice. Collects all the coins from everybody. Sets the box down, closes it, locks it. And he says, are the contestants ready?
Yes. I have a question. Does my heavy armor come into play for this fight?
You will be taking your heavy armor off. Nikolai has taken off his jacket and his dress shirt and handed them to Charlie. He is bare-chested. He cracks his knuckles.
Do you have your extra thing marked down from the crew stuff for wreck? Just making sure.
Just real quick, in comparison, what is like the level of jackedness between these two?
You feel like Demon's bigger and probably stronger.
Dexterity.
But you're in awe. You're in awe at the apparent cockiness and confidence being exuded by Nikolai. He seems extremely overconfident compared to Demon.
Okay, bearing that in mind.
He's a military man. He's well built, but he's not Demon well built. He's not Demon sized.
He's just brash.
While the fight's going on, am I allowed to quickly do a survey roll, seeing if there's going to be any
That would be
horseplay?
That would
any
be very
bribes of the ref?
Absolutely. You should do that.
I'm not gonna push myself. I'm just.
Was there like a thing, like an assist thing? Or no? Am I thinking of something?
If you could participate in the combat, there would be.
Gotcha. Well, I meant for his like looking around roll.
What'd you
if
get?
we both do it, I got a 3. Maybe honestly.
Yeah,
we're
you
not
can-
doing anything
you can
to keep it the
assist.
same.
I'll just go for it too. That's a 2. Yeah,
Okay, we're not gonna do shit.
whatever.
Okay.
You take a stress then.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Assist, take a stress.
It was my own roll.
Yeah. Assistant would have given me 2 then.
You,
Hello.
we are going to roll a die, you and I. Whoever wins gets to roll wreck first.
Oh my.
12.
4.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, how's that luck playing out?
The guard looks at all of you and he says, let the fight begin. And he rings this
Ding,
bell and
ding,
it's like,
ding.
dong. The moment the bell rings, Nikolai just runs up to you.
Please be a 1.
Oh, he's got 3 dice.
4.
4.
He hits you.
Okay.
Just barely.
Go ahead and make your roll.
How much wreck do you have? 4?
Yes.
You got 1 more than him, so 1 more chance of getting a
God.
6.
Yeah. 5, 5, 5.
Oh my god.
3 5s and a 1.
And a 1.
Okay, I need to take this off because this.
You hit each other. You start just beating on each other. Boom, boom, but it's pretty evenly matched. You end up giving him a harm, bruising him up really good, and you take a harm. You get a little bruised up. But so far, you guys are watching, and it's this incredible fight. It clearly seems to you like Nikolai has like combat training from the military. Like
it
he's
makes
using
sense.
moves, he's like feinting and boxing and like doing, combos. Whereas like Demon's just like hammer fisting him and smashing him, and they're beating each other up. But somehow Nikolai is like in the match, like he's with it. Round 2.
6.
That's
a lot of
Double sixes.
no.
Double sixes.
2 and 4, 6.
Oh no!
Hey.
In the second round, he's still keeping up. He's kind of same form, and just out of nowhere. How do you want to do this?
I wanna do a hammer smash to his head.
Breaks through the guard.
Nikolai's working Demon's body. He's got a great defense. He jab, like hook to the body. Demon's just taking it. And then Demon just goes, oh, boom, and hits him on top of his head. And Nikolai falls forward and his face smashes into the ground.
That's brain damage.
Good.
The guard looks absolutely flabbergasted.
Let's
just,
hope
like,
that didn't
shocked.
kill him.
And he's like, oh, and he jumps down into the pit and he pushes you back and he goes and he checks the guy's breathing and like listens to his
Please be
chest.
alive.
And he says, winner.
Jesus.
I told you.
You
Not even
see,
him.
he pulls out this little thing and kind of snaps it open and puts it by Nikolai's face, and it takes him a few minutes, and he's like, he's like smelling salts, and he's like, oh, what the hell happened? Oh, my head.
You got
And-
your ass beat
and-
by a beast.
You're looking down at him, and he's like, oh, fair is fair. Good fight. Oh, Charlie, help me up. And you see Charlie jump down in the pit and kind of help him get up. You just walk over, jump up, hop out of the pit, grab your armor, presumably, start putting your gear back on.
Jesus.
The guard comes over and he says, nice wager, gentlemen. Each of you are now up 3 as he gives you the chest of coin.
Hey James, can we cancel out my loan?
Yeah. Okay. You're all good.
Okay. Don't do it.
I now have 7.
You guys have
2, 3,
a lot of coin.
We are
4.
stacked.
And
Oh, I have 1 coin.
7.
Yeah, same.
you realize that this is like probably getting to the point where carrying this around might become dangerous for your life.
Yes.
But that said, once everybody's together, Charlie helps, Nikolai get his clothes back on. Everybody kind of is then led out of the pit. You notice that in this basement hallway, there are 2 other doors. You kind of went to the center door, that's where the pit was. There's a door at the end of the hallway and a door that was just right inside of like when you came down the stairs. The guard is leading you up to the stairs. He gets up to the landing and turns and like makes sure that you're all following. Charlie's helping Nikolai up the stairs.
Oh yeah, what about Kobb since he went invisible before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we
where'd
never.
you
We
go?
never.
Yeah, I just kind of walked in behind you and everybody figured out where it was.
You were there.
Did you just join us?
Let's just say I was lurking in the shadow in the pit, just tailing behind everyone.
Okay. So you guys are just going back upstairs?
I mean,
Get back to the hallway. I say we do something.
probably. I mean, what are we? Are we? We could. But there's like probably a shit ton of guards on the 2nd floor as they cover every window.
As they're walking upstairs, I kind of nudge them and try and hand them their weapons.
We didn't get that down.
Make a finesse roll.
You're good at that.
I got 2.
Right?
6.
yeah, we're good.
6.
You kind of walk up to him and you're like, when like you guys get your weapons, the guard's kind of preoccupied turning the corner. You guys get up to the main level hallway.
Does the door? Is there a door on the top of going up the stairs? I assume there is.
Nope.
Right?
There's
There's
an
not.
open stairwell, just like the stairwell going down was.
So at the top of the staircase, though, is there a door?
You didn't see that because it goes up, it turns, and then it
Oh,
goes
so
up.
okay, so misconception.
Same thing with the basement. So
Ideas?
again, in the basement hallway, there were 3 doors. One that's right by the stairs when you come down. The middle one that you guys know because you went in there, that's the arena. And then you're not sure what that far door was.
How many guards can see us right now?
1.
1. That's easy.
Report.
I'm not
I
good-
can't go
am
both
not
ghost
good at
feel again.
finesse, my friend.
Oh, you'll go crazy.
Well, I'll be at 8. No,
Yeah,
I'll
you'll
be at 8. Actually, I'll be at 7. We could just
What do you want to
stab
do?
him. Stab him.
What about Nikolai and Charlie?
Time's running out. They get to the door.
Do it.
Nikolai and
All right.
Charlie go
Omaha.
through the door back into the main parlor.
Quickly shut the door. I turn to the guard very quickly and just plunge my knife into his stomach.
Ooh, it's time for a murder roll.
Oh wait, Nikolai and
They just left.
they just left.
They went out the
They
door.
just went out the door.
The
still with
guard
us?
opened the door for them. They're going back into the parlor. You guys are up next.
There's no lock on the door, is there?
You didn't see one.
I see one. Unfortunate. Barricaded with the body, I suppose.
No, I mean you didn't see a keyhole.
Okay, so yeah, it's not locked.
I still
Presumably.
stab
We're
him.
doing this.
Okay, so
We're in too deep.
Is this a rec roll? You're
This
basically
skirmish
just trying to.
roll.
Oh, or you're skirmishing him.
Because I'm turning around and just plunging a knife
Yep,
into
so
him.
you're turning and shanking him. Great. Make that skirmish roll.
Bolt up the stairs.
I'll hold the door.
5, 2, 1. It's getting interesting.
What's the damage that your shank does?
There is no damage, like rating.
I'm pretty sure there's like no damage.
There's no
It's
damage
just
for any of the
how
weapons.
much it can take, I guess.
Okay, so you're gonna do a harm. You stab him.
I was worried about.
I quickly try and go and cover his mouth.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Fine cover.
I should say you, and you. This just happened.
Start charging.
Choke him out.
Wreck?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
The meaty claws just
Like had an extra day.
6-5.
Grab one of the guards.
Well,
Here we are.
you're choking him out.
This is so much worse.
Can I go to stab him again?
Quick, you can, but I need to know what you guys are doing.
That side door.
Side door.
Opening it.
We're going up the stairwell. Right? Up.
Did we pass another door in the hallway?
No, on the main level, there's only one door in that back hallway. That door goes into the hallway, and it goes to the parlor, right?
Okay.
There's stairs that go up, stairs that go down. There's no other doors in the main hallway.
Going up,
The basement
up,
had 3 doors.
up.
The up.
You're not gonna help us with the guard we're actively murdering?
got it.
You guys have.
When we're
So you
murdering?
guys are both running up the stairs.
I got it.
Yeah.
I have a rage.
Okay, you run up the
So you may
stairs.
want to run.
Yep.
You're fine.
He's got him in a lock and is effectively muffling him. You're gonna stab him again?
I'm gonna stab him again.
Go ahead. I'll give you an extra die on the skirmish.
Welcome to London.
Welcome to one. 6.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you effectively kill him.
Oh.
He tries to mutter out something else, but he's choked out, and you stab him.
Wait.
Now, you were in the back hallway with the body. The door is closed, I'm assuming.
Isn't there like the gong?
What do you do?
I'm just gonna hold the handle.
Okay, you're holding the handle so no one can open it. Got it. What are you doing? It would be you're breaking it
Bracing.
because it would open up into the hallway
Okay.
from the parlor.
Okay.
So you just brace it. What are you doing?
I put him down quietly so no one hears the body just onto the floor.
Uh-huh.
I go with them upstairs.
Okay, you guys go up the stairs first. There is a hallway with 4 doors.
These are probably all upstairs windows.
Be quiet.
And they don't know. And I have knives.
Quiet.
And you have guns.
I mean, in the distance, you can hear from like the main parlor, you can hear like the music.
Right.
Oh, the music would have drowned out the yell.
He wouldn't have heard guards.
That's huge.
So I could just slip in
So
there. Just
there's 4 doors.
Yep, let's just say from when you get upstairs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like
Got it.
4 being the furthest from you.
So
And
brought,
it's just blue light.
I brought blueprints. Is by perchance, do you think I can assume where we are in this building based on blueprints? Like,
In a flashback?
No.
no, in the equipment. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well there goes my idea. This is
You're upstairs. You're on the 2nd floor.
chance time.
Chance time. Do it.
Chance time. Which door? 1 through 4. Which one?
First one. Draw the cane sword.
Actually, which one looks like it'd be closest to the outside?
roll dice.
Because we should probably not do that one then.
They would all be facing the front of the building.
Facing the front.
Right, because the hallway goes along the back of the building, the north side. So all 4 of the rooms would face the front.
Oh, those are all windows.
I am dead.
What if
One
it's
was
not?
yeah.
I am a burglar. This is my thing.
So remember that you guys, when you were scoping this out, in all of the windows always saw a guard with a rifle.
Correct.
On all sides of the building, or just the front?
Only the front where the windows are.
Oh, that makes sense. See, what if it's, what if the loot's not actually hold up here? What if it's in the basement?
Okay.
Kobb, you get to the top of the stairs. You see the 2 of them like looking at each other, and you see 4 doors.
What are you doing for? Let's just start right to left.
Those are probably guards.
And I just killed one.
Go fair point. We're going back down.
We're going back down? All right.
Find it.
We're gonna go down both sets of stairs?
All the way down.
All right, cool.
We're gonna scurry back down to
You know what it's
Yeah.
time for?
engagement.
Random things.
Random things to happen. Change of the guard.
Who shall wield the random die? James. It's always fun when you roll your own fate. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Don't fuck us.
Nope, they have
Oh boy.
Oh,
I can't tell what that was.
1.
I rolled
Uh-oh.
a 6 and James rolled a 1.
Rolled a 6.
Well, we're fucked.
You guys get back downstairs.
There's a guard.
No, there's a guard, but he's the dead guard. And he's
was a guard.
leaned up against the wall in the hallway bleeding. You see Demon braced up against the door to prevent anyone from coming through it. Now what do you do?
We're going back down, right? Yeah, all the way back down because there's still that one unexplored door that's very
two.
mysterious.
2 of them.
There were
There's
2 of them, one on each side.
Yep.
We're going to one of the 2 very
We're going to both of
mysterious
them.
doors.
Come on, let's find out. Right one.
We're going to the right mysterious door
Okay,
in the
so
basement.
I'll explain this. You get down to the basement, which is on the opposite side.
Yep.
Door number 1, right
Okay.
by the stairs, haven't gone in there. Door number 2 is
Okay.
the arena. Door number 3, haven't gone in there. So what are you going to do? 1 or 3?
1.
Lockpicks? There are locks on any of them? Any keys? No?
Yes.
I have
there is a
fine.
lock
I got
on
fine
this.
lockpicks.
Lockpicks.
Go ahead and make a finesse roll to unlock that
Perfect.
lock.
Cane sword drawn. Ready.
Will do now.
6.
6
6 and a
I
5.
didn't even need it.
You expertly begin to pick the lock,
My pistol.
kind of getting a little nervous, and then you hear the clicks as the tumblers fall into place. You turn it. It is unlocked.
Just carefully open it.
Open the door. you see a room dimly lit with blue light, and you see a large wooden chute, and underneath that chute you see a wooden cart with wheels, and inside of that cart is a countless amount of coins.
Found the hole.
You also see shelves in this room, and on those shelves are what looks like carefully measured bags of coins. Like from the top, there's little smaller bags, and then larger, where towards the bottom, it's a big sack of coins. But the coins that are coming out of the chute,
We might actually have a use for that.
you guys want to make a study roll?
Yeah, sir.
I have none.
Study.
Oh, I got one.
I got one too.
4.
I also got a 4.
Okay.
Wow, we're so insane.
So it's not rocket science, right? You're like, oh, wait a minute, that chute comes from up there. And we are directly below the little office next to the red entrance room.
That makes sense.
Just start climbing.
The chute, you look up it, and it looks like there's like a wooden slat, like maybe some kind of door or slide thing. It's currently closed. But you could see now right where that little lady was at the entrance, this chute comes from that. And below it is a huge cart with wheels full of coins.
We don't have to do anything more.
In fact, it's so full that some of them like spilled out on the floor.
We already have.
How big of a cart are we talking?
Like minecart.
Like a mine cart. Yeah, good analogy.
So we are incredibly
Like
rich now.
three feet
get
wide
it
by 4 feet long. It looks like it would fit through the door, but you're not really sure where it would go from there.
And how would we get it up the stairs?
Slowly.
Clunk, clunk.
Hello.
You hear a bell ring. It's right above your head. Ding.
Oh, that's the people in bed.
Yeah.
I'll open the door up for a second. Yes?
You see a guard, and he's like, what are you doing there?
If you come in, I need help. The guard just went unconscious.
What?
I don't know.
Make a sway roll.
Oh no. No one's with them. These two are still darn even in.
Yeah.
Six.
One.
No, 6.
No, because you take the lower.
You take the lower because you have sway.
Burn the stress. Burn the stress. It's already rolled.
All right, here's the thing. I'm in a kind mood. Would you like to take a devil's
Yes.
bargain?
Mr. Chair.
Your firstborn.
Chairboard.
All right, I will let you roll an additional die. It doesn't negate what you rolled, but you get to one extra die
Wait, so is
Roll
it
another die.
to see if you can make the sway.
just one normal die?
Just one normal die.
Wait.
Because I was at disadvantage. 4.
Okay, so that's
Still
a
a
partial
success.
success. The guy's like, well, let me in. What happened? I thought you were in the pit fighting. And he looks inside and sees the guy's body, and he's
And then
like, what the hell?
And then I closed the door, put my hand over his mouth, and started Bart Simpson choking.
Okay, so you are going to wreck him.
Yes.
Wreck his shit. Do it.
Oh my god.
5.
You roll good for that, but who's gonna
Shut
be
up.
up, buddies? Hey, the bell rings.
You start to wreck him.
Okay.
He's fighting you off.
Please don't bang
He
against the
hits
door.
you really hard, right in this tender spot, like in the ribs, where Nikolai had hit you. So you take another harm,
My armor.
but ultimately you choke him out.
He does have armor on.
His armor.
So
You
put
do
it
have
back.
armor on, son. All right,
So we just push.
This dude is
he's hitting you,
Kratos.
and you choke him out. He falls unconscious.
Okay.
It's just literally.
How the fuck did that work?
You're just so good at persuasion,
Smash
my
got
guy.
back to the basement.
Is the minecart
out.
is the minecart
Here.
just sitting on like the ground, or is it on rails?
It's on wheels. It's not on rails.
Kobb, how many? We are kind of stacked right now. We have a lot.
How many can you reasonably carry before it's ridiculous?
Are you guys trying to be careful about this so you're not like walking out like wee with bags?
We only have to get to there.
Well, we just have to, because we destroyed. I got the guard that was guarding
We
that
just
whole.
casually walk out.
So we just have to run out.
What's in the other door? We still haven't explored the other door. There could be
Doesn't matter.
something that
We just
in there that
grab
could
as
help
much
us.
as we can and
Honestly,
Go
this-
look.
that might be another storage for coin. Who
It might
cares?
be a
I'm gonna
back
check the other
door.
door. I want to go check the other
Fair
door.
point. You should go check that.
You go down the hallway.
Yeah.
Door's locked.
Do yo
And that's for lockpick?
Finesse for lockpicking.
5.
Yeah, you got it.
Fair enough.
You pick the lock. However, one of your picks breaks off inside. You got it open, but a pick is broken off inside.
That's fine. We don't need any more.
You open the door.
It's fine. We can pick and choose.
You see another hallway. However, this hallway is bricked. It's entirely brick, and it's got like an arch to it. And it kind of looks like it's a tunnel that goes about 20 feet and then turns.
I go back and tell them.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Explore.
Go down it?
Does it? Oh, it goes further down. I don't.
If you guys want to wait here, make sure no one comes through here.
Listen, we already have limited time enough with Demon holding the door. We need to get this coin out as soon as we can.
You guys want to brainstorm? I'll try and run down really fast.
How much coin are you currently carrying?
We're both at 7.
Theoretically, we're at 4.
On your body?
That is, yeah, we can't carry it.
You
Theoretically, we
are
only carry
at
4.
overloaded, like you're at
Okay.
encumbered.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
it's up to.
Now, legitimately,
I take the extra
your
stuff
wagers,
and I put it in
your
the pile.
wagers were extra, right?
Right.
So, like, if you were to walk out somehow,
Right.
nobody would think twice about it because you won those earnings.
So
here.
the extra stuff for now, put it on the pile that's currently in the card.
That's your choice. You're going back.
I'm gonna go down the tunnel.
Okay.
Wait,
you go
what if-
back to the
what if
third
the
room.
brick area
You go in.
is just-
You go down this tunnel. It turns,
Fair enough.
and then you see it kind of. It goes about another 15 feet.
And then it goes up.
And then you see that there's a like set of rails,
Train?
and there's another cart that's on the rails with like a block to stop it.
What if it's a mine? No.
Can I see any sort of light at the end of the tunnel? Can I feel a draft
About
coming
every
through?
15 feet, there's a little arched coil, like a semicircle basically, of a tube that's powered by electroplasm.
Can
It's
I
a very faint white light.
can I feel a draft coming through the tunnel?
I won't make you roll. From where you're at, not so much a draft, but it smells damp.
Sewage?
Should I might walk down the track. Yeah, I'm gonna walk down the track and see if I can find an end.
Okay, you're walking or running?
Walking.
Okay,
Quietly.
you walk.
Gondoliers. No.
You keep walking. You walk about 50 meters. And then you get to the biggest iron door that you've ever seen. And it has a dial, like a vault door, that you could turn.
We need you.
Thermite.
Is there a way to get through it?
He's not in.
Can I turn it?
You want to open it?
I should come back and get you. I'm gonna go back and get them. Tell them what I found.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll
You guys
go
are so
help.
far from me.
Hey, it's fine. You can one-man army it. I believe in you.
Your turn. Roll a d6.
My turn. I haven't rolled this in a while.
Don't destroy us.
Oh my god.
It's a 6.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's matched.
What's
Well,
6 to
I
match
knew
six?
a 6 and a 6.
Oh, 6 and a 6. Our luck ties. That's
Or does it? Or does it mean if it matches something bad happens?
Oh, the dice game. Oh no.
I'm going to say that it's about 8 o'clock by this time, right? After they played gambling games and they had
been
drinks,
3
and then they
hours.
waited for the arena to be set up. It's about 8 o'clock.
4 actually.
You notice that like probably 12 more people have arrived in the last half an hour.
Yes, more havoc.
All of them had chips that they handed, and all of them went in.
Okay. I would like to do a flashback with those musicians. See if I can get, like, if I remember any information that they might have, said in my music shop.
Okay.
Do you?
Hey man, it might work.
Let's do flashback. That is, all right, take your stress.
Tony Stromboli.
Just one?
Yes. Do you have consort?
I do not.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to let you make a roll as if you did. So roll 1 die.
6.
Yes.
Oh, we're so lucky.
I swear my dice are loaded.
So,
Dice are loaded.
you suddenly remember something. You remember being in the shop, and you remember this group, this Eruvian traditional music group that came in with their like shabby instruments and traded them in, and with coin bought like brand new instruments that were like incredibly expensive. Like the best instruments, imported Eruvian instruments that you had in the shop. And you remember this because like the owner of the shop was like flabbergasted. And the owner of the shop told you that these guys they weren't like bad. They were just like kind of an average, traditional Eruvian music ensemble. But that somehow they had come across some high-paying gigs because they were like flush and they were buying like incredible instruments. And then you remember seeing them again come in to have the instruments tuned, and they were like dressed well. And you feel like that this group had acquired a regular gig at somewhere that paid them very well.
I wonder where that might be.
You also remember something else. You remember that at one time, the group regularly played with 9 people. And one of those 9 people played a stringed instrument that is from Eruvian culture. And that the last couple nights, when you guys saw when you saw this band come in, when you guys were, when they came in, there were only 8 people.
He died. No. It's the old man. No.
Okay. It's a long shot. However, using that flashback, I can see if I can,
Sneaking up
grab
one of their cases.
grab the instrument and see if I can, try to get it inside with me holding it. It's like, hey, one of your players left this at my shop, and I would like to go give it to him.
I'm gonna say because you got a 6 on the consort, that you talked your way into vis-a-vis flashback. Yesterday, you stopped at the shop, talked your way into borrowing the stringed instrument and a case for it from the owner. And he's like, all right, but it better not be smashed or you're paying me for it. And you have it in your possession in the hotel room.
Is this case big enough to fit a long rifle?
No. I knew you were going to ask that. It's like the size of like a mandolin. Okay. It's like a
viola.
It's not a big instrument.
Disassemble the rifle.
So yes. So basically, you have this instrument.
Okay, I would like to,
Didn't think it was.
walk up to the guys in front and say, hey, one of your players left this in the shop, and I would like to give it to them.
He's like, which player? And you actually know, you remember the names of the leaders. You're like, Prama. And he's like, oh. He's like, he's like, well, they're already playing. I guess if you're just dropping it off.
I am, yes.
Are you armed?
I am not.
They check you. And then they let you through. You get inside the red room. The guard says, he's just dropping off an instrument for the band. And she's like, ding. Smash cut back to the inside.
Uh-oh.
Still guarding the door?
Guard number 3 walks in.
Okay.
I am.
You hear a bell ring, but it's not the one right above your head. You feel like it's the bell to the interior.
I just have one eye looking out.
You see the bell rings, and there's no guards.
I'll quickly take off.
The guard.
I'll wear the clothes.
The guy that you choked out,
Yeah,
not
that's
the guy
unconscious.
You've been murdering people and stealing their
Okay,
clothes.
so you're going to take his gray coat.
Yes.
Okay, you take his gray coat.
Really hope you and Charlie are gone.
And I'm assuming that you're going to try to go be a guard and answer the door.
Yes.
Okay. This is going to require...
This is so insane.
Do I make this a consort roll or a sway roll? I'll say sway. Sway yourself.
Okay, I'm pushing myself so I can get one roll.
How much stress do you have?
Yes.
Okay.
3. Fucking shit.
Nikolai recognizes
You cross the room. You're making it across the room. The bell rings again. You open the door. And you see Paul Blackstone carrying a musical instrument case waiting, and he looks at you. You see Demon wearing a gray coat like the guard.
Oh no. Oh god. Come in.
You want to help me find where all the players are? You know, the back room.
As the door opens, you hear music playing.
It's pretty easy to find.
You
them.
walk in, you see across the room next to the bar is like a small stage, and you see the Eruvian band playing music. And now there are probably 30 people total.
Okay. Well,
I will bring you to. Who is you bringing this to?
what are the players?
I will bring. Follow me. I'll bring you to the room,
Thank you.
and then I'll go to the other door.
Okay. Roll a d6.
6.
He's so lucky.
You're walking over there, and out of the side of your eye, you see Nikolai and Charlie, but they've sat down with two of the female employees. They don't seem to notice you.
Okay.
You get to the door by the bar, and just as you're walking up, the bartender turns to help someone else. So you get to the door. You're following him?
Yep.
You open the door.
Yes.
You go into this hallway behind the bar.
You see dead body.
You see a guard without a jacket. Then you see another guard in a jacket. His entire chest is covered in blood. Smash cut to the tunnel. You guys said you were following Kobb down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, it's this way.
Go down this tunnel. Still walking, or what are we doing?
I feel like we should be running at this
Yeah,
point.
a little bit.
Run. It's a little
now.
slippery. It's damp. But you run about 50 meters, and you see this huge iron vault door.
I guess we just open it, figure out.
All three of us, our might combined, will equal one of him. We
Okay.
can do it.
You find that this is actually engineered wonderfully. Like, it takes very little effort. You just
there's, like,
turn,
5 guards on
you
the other
spin
side of
this
this.
wheel 3 times, and you hear a click, 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 ka-ching, boom. Seems like it's on. You push.
Yeah.
It is heavy, but the 3 of you push it open. You push it open, and you find that you were in a very dank-looking space. It's about 20 feet of like wood planking, and then and above you looks like wood planking. And the smell of foul, stagnant water is near you, and you realize that you are at the docks, underneath the docks.
I instantly tell them, let's go load that cart in there.
Let's bring the cart.
What occurs to you as problematic, perhaps, is how do you get out? You don't see any boats down here.
Is there like any ladders, any staircases up, or is this literally just an entrance to
There are
the water?
no staircases to this location. There are no ladders to this location.
I don't suppose the wooden
And
crate
there's
would
no
float.
light. There's no light.
Not even the sun. Oh, yes, it
It's
is.
night.
It's night. It's night. It's night.
It is dark plus.
It's dark plus, yeah.
It might be too much effort to get a boat and bring it back. That'd probably be too much.
I could just.
I mean, it's a way out.
It's a way out. We could always leave.
Let's just get everything we can to this point and go from there.
How deep is the water?
It's probably it's a
You may
canal.
remember in your previous adventures in the canal
Gondoliers.
that the water is dangerous. That's why people don't drink it.
Yeah.
Things live in the water. Sometimes the deeper you go, the worse it is. Now, you know that the docks and the wharf and the harbor are within the electroplasmic field. So it's not like, ghosts so much that you have to worry about.
Well, let's get the
So
cart.
like wading through and finding a boat and
get
bringing
the
it back
cart,
is an
let's get
option.
I mean, it's black. Like, you can't see. If you put your hand in the water more than a foot, you can't see your hand. Decisions,
Sure, you and me
decisions.
could just walk out.
Smash cut back to the upstairs back hallway, Philip.
Extra climbing gear.
You see
We can hide that.
your good friend Demon, not covered in blood, surprisingly, but there is a body that is covered in blood, and another one that seems to be in a deep slumber.
I would like to put my clothes on, my normal clothes on,
You take the jacket off.
and then
So,
time
are
the
you
bell
just
rings.
leaving these two bodies like right in front of the door? I just wanted to.
the dead one, yes, and then I'm gonna tie up the unconscious one.
Okay.
Mouth gag, everything.
Hey,
Okay.
yo.
And what are you
Give him a nice another
What are
slap
you
to
doing
keep
during
out.
this?
I'm gonna ask Steven, hey, where did all of our friends go?
Down.
Huh?
They were here?
Understandable. I'm gonna go
Authentic
downstairs.
response. Okay, you go downstairs. All right, you do.
I'm gonna still stay at the door.
Fair enough.
I'm
fine.
gonna find the 2 open doors and, you know, go into the first one, and then see all the
You
gold.
see more coin than you've ever seen before.
I'm going to fill up my pockets.
Start
You
grabbing.
can carry up to 3 coin.
Fantastic. I did.
Enough to pay off your debt.
Honestly, this is more than we'd ever get paid off for a normal job anyways.
Smash cut.
I'd rather
Okay.
pay.
How are we gonna get a boat down here?
Here, I have an idea. Can I use a flashback to, since we didn't get patted down when we entered, to make sure that I bring some climbing gear?
Random ink.
Very interesting thought.
I mean, yeah, we.
Roll a d6.
A
If you
D6.
roll odd, no. If you roll even, yes.
I'm looking at you, my red gear. It is odd. That's no.
I forget which one it was.
Whoopsie daisy.
Max, I need you to make a. I'm assuming that you're actively looking out the window.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, as I mentioned, you do see like people come up with authentic credentials. They're admitted. Seems to be a pretty hopping night for, you know, a Wednesday
It does
night.
have an Imperial rifle.
I need you to make a survey roll.
Survey? Cool.
Yeah, how's it like in the room, huh?
Ugh. Arena 2.
Okay.
Keep it though.
Sorry.
I don't like how much he's writing.
Yeah, neither do I.
That scares me.
It's a bit,
So remember that last time you got shot? It's gonna happen again.
This time it's going through your skin.
another Imperial guy.
This time
from
it's going
somewhere.
Remember when you got shot last time? Yeah, it's about to happen again.
Remember when you got shot? Yeah, that bullet explodes. No.
He's writing up your new character sheet.
What if?
This time it's going through your brainstem.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What if you two,
my
because you guys
ability.
have your coins, you leave and go get a boat?
Read that and do not let anyone else read it.
Uh-oh.
Block my vision.
It's one of those casual things where you're like, and you like look over your shoulder. So,
You see the
are you
king.
complying or are you not complying? I just need to know how many
I'll
dice need
comply.
to
I'll
be rolled.
comply.
Oh no.
Block myself.
Okay, smash cut.
That's.
You hear somebody coming down the hallway, the tunnel, I mean.
Wait, the kid's trying to say.
You turn around, the tunnel is very well lit, and you see Paul Blackstone.
How did you get down here?
Great question.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
Help us with the coin. We need to get out of here.
So-
Do you have any way of getting us
There
up
is a
through
tunnel
here?
Yep.
at the end of it. It leads to the water. It is pitch black. We have literally the most amount of money we've ever seen in our lives sitting in that bucket over there.
The cart.
How?
So you're down there.
I have a
and
fantastic
the 3 of you
idea.
are down there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's at the door.
Just the people that are down there on the dock. Go ahead and make me a survey roll.
All of a sudden, the
You
washbucklers
do
come
not
in.
get to use stress for this.
Okay.
I don't have a
Survey.
6.
3.
I'm looking for mine. Sorry, I'm bad.
Yeah, 1.
Yay! 1.
I got a 6.
You see a light like somewhere out in the water, but facing where you are, you see a light flash 3 times. Just a white light, like flash, flash,
Was it-
flash.
Let's see.
How do we respond to this? Do you guys have a light that we can respond?
They don't seem like they see anything. They're talking about how to do, coins and stuff.
Someone's flashing.
Does
Down-
it?
down the-
Wait, is it coming from the water or is it coming from
Yeah,
above
it's
it?
coming up from like out in the harbor.
Might be someone with a boat. Do we
What
have
if,
a light?
what if it's Chase? Chance, whatever his name is.
What do we
I can't possibly
Yeah, no.
believe. Flashback, I believe.
Oh no.
Flashback, you have a lantern. Well played. For a flashback, I'll say it's a bullseye lantern, like where you can like cup it so it's angled. Yeah, go ahead. You have a lantern.
Take a
Burn
stress.
that stress.
Stress. That is.
Lantern.
Did we do that one time and I burned it? And
Yeah,
then,
like 4 lanterns.
Yeah, and then I burned down a tent.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right. You did.
so
Again.
what's it gonna be?
1, 2,
Okay. You wait a few moments. You hear the sound of like water slapping up against a boat coming towards you.
Here, you
It's the blue coats.
You guys, James, not James.
It's an entire fleet.
Go on one side. I'll go on the other side because it's dark.
Yeah.
So I'll be in the shadows. If it's someone bad, they won't see me.
Yeah.
You see a boat that's not too big. It's like a slightly bigger than a rowboat.
Okay.
And you see Chance. Yes. And 2 of the kids. And the kids are rowing and Chance is kind of on the bow of the boat. And he's like,
Land ho!
and you see he like pulls his lantern out and he looks at you guys and he goes, where is it? Where's the coin?
There's no way you found us.
So Deus Ex Machina, there's no way.
This way, there is a cart.
Literally filled.
Get your boys out here. Go! Come help us. There's so much.
You help me.
Like, how are
I still don't know where anyone
just go
is.
get it here. We have to figure out how we can get it. Is it gonna even fit in this little dinghy?
We're fitting as much as we can. You guys might have to swim.
We already have our
You said a cart?
over-encumbered. Yeah, it is
Cart.
Like
Carts.
a wine cart.
Bring the whole cart.
Carts, shelves, everything.
I don't know where anyone
Give us
is.
2 of your boys.
They're still
You're doing your
rowing up,
job.
and they get up to like up to
still
the
rowing.
dock. Chance jumps off, throws a rope around his little dinghy, and the 2 kids start getting out. What
can't
do
put
you
the
go
whole
with
cart.
them to
We
help?
can't. It's
Yeah.
going to
All right,
sink.
so
I'm gonna go back and get Demon because
We need to have him. We need to have
That's the
him.
only thing keeping the
Picks up the
people
cart.
knowing.
I wanna
that
fill my
anything's
pockets,
happening
too.
In here.
I want to fill my
We
pockets with all the
need him
gold
to
I can
have
carry.
still.
no. Okay, so we're just keeping Demon up there. Never mind.
okay, so to be clear,
He took mine.
you're not going to help, but you and you are going.
Yeah.
Are you pushing the cart down the hallway to the tunnel and then loading up the big cart that's on the rail?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to fill my pockets as well.
Yeah.
How much I can
You
carry.
can carry up to 3 coin.
I'm already doing that. Damn it.
Like without being over encumbered.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, so just to be clear, if you fell in the water, you would drown immediately.
Let's put our
You
excess
can
in
carry
the cart.
3 coin
Yeah, we'll put the excess in the cart.
on your person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excess in the cart.
You guys, this takes a few minutes, like getting the big wooden cart down to the tunnel and then dumping it and kind of like shoveling it into the mine cart on the rails.
This is such a risk.
While you're doing that, you run up to the main hallway. You see Paul Blackstone.
Paul, what's going on?
Okay, so you know Chase, right?
Chance.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just go.
You know Chase, right? Or Chase. He came in a boat, and now we're loading up the boat using. There's a minecart down there with a bunch of gold coins. We're gonna take that and put it on the boat.
Okay.
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 You're staying up here.
No, I'm gonna use both of the bodies. I'm gonna put them like
Leaned up.
leaned up against each other to block the door to make it just any.
A little resistance.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then I'm gonna follow Paul.
Okay. You go down.
Wait.
You get down there. By this time, they've gotten the wooden cart to the rail cart, and they're loading the rail
Wait.
cart.
Can we quickly go back? So, since he said that he has rope because he tied up someone, I want to set a booby trap.
A thermite booby trap?
No, I have a grenade.
A grenade.
Yes.
Because he just
So-
makes those.
Yeah,
I
of
am
course.
fine with that. Make a tinker roll.
Give me another dice, please.
Yes. Sorry, I don't need these anymore. I don't think.
I hope you don't need this.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you kind of rig one really
should-
quickly. It's
Just
it'll
a
fit.
wire onto the
It's a bomb.
What? We need to cross the wire.
You guys get back down to the tunnel.
This is weird.
They have loaded. You guys have loaded the mine cart. There's still extra coin.
Honestly, I'd leave it.
carry as much as you can.
Let's just do this all in
I'm
one
gonna
take.
grab
As much as
3
we can.
coin worth of stuff for myself.
Do you have any other coin on you?
I only have 1, so.
All right, you can carry 3 coin.
Let's go. Let's get this cart down to the boat.
You
The
get
excess
the
is
cart
fine.
down to the boat.
We need to find like a location where we can safely start unloading.
50 meters later, you get the cart. You get to the vault door. It is open. You see Chance and the 2 kids like this.
Oh, fuck.
You guys get to the end of the cart.
It's the Imperials.
Chance says, and Floating out in the darkness,
Is the washbuckler.
you see 5 boats. And at the head of one of those boats, you see a sort of familiar face.
Oh, it's Nikolai, isn't it?
No, it's not Nikolai.
Is it Charlie?
It's Charlie.
No!
But Charlie's not wearing his uniform. And Charlie has 12 other guys, and all of them have rifles.
Y'all want some money?
And Charlie says, the washbucklers send their regards. God. We could do this the easy way, where you guys load up our boats with the coin, and we'll give you some. Or we could kill you all and take all the coin. Your choice. But you are outgunned. You can't get back out the way that you came. And we could get out of here really quick.
There's a lot. I think it's fair.
Also, we'll kill the kids. So we either
Yeah,
divide
how
this
about-
up fairly, or everybody dies.
How about you
But then you
not
have to
kill
deal with
them?
the emotional tidings of killing children.
Let's not.
They don't-
I have no emotional problem with killing these children.
They don't know there's extra.
And
We can
actually,
just give
he's
him
not
the
even
coin.
aiming a rifle. He's just talking with you guys. He's like,
Oh,
so I
okay.
think it's a pretty
Here.
quick
Yeah, honest-
decision here, but we're going to need you to hurry up. So
Got it.
Yeah.
loading up the boats?
It's
Great. Pass the buckets, boys.
Does this include protection?
He says, we'll figure that out.
Will this up our standings with you guys? Maybe not.
It'll make up for our previous interactions, let's say. We'll call it square.
Good.
So 3 of them start passing out these big wooden buckets. You start basically scooping up coins into buckets and passing them back, and they start this
sure we don't get
rotation
scammed.
of passing coins out to all their boats on their flotilla of boats.
Every
Is
2
the
coins we
leader
pass,
still
we
just
won
by
one.
himself, still on his boat?
Charlie's still looking at you guys from his boat. He says, by the way, that was an incredibly good fight, and I'm glad that you beat Nikolai's ass. He's an asshole.
He has brain damage.
Yeah, he'll be okay. I
Hey,
mean, you don't have to
hopefully
be the
not.
sharpest tool in the shed to be a lieutenant in the Imperial Navy.
Oh, so he's not with you?
No.
Were you only acting to be one, or are you actually still like in the?
This is like while
yeah.
we're like
I'm-
scooping coin.
I'm a sailor. Yeah.
Okay.
But this is going to pave my way towards retirement.
Oh,
It was, it was an impressive role.
Respect.
Like really. Like yeah, I totally
Hey,
thought
you know
that-
what? All props. You guys did a great job of bringing this down.
Yeah.
You
So
should have
let's
seen
pick
it.
up the pace.
Only one casualty.
He gets the loading going. He says,
We'll make it 8.
Once you guys have completely loaded out the cart, all their boats start heading out in the darkness. He has one boat that he's on with 2 of his guys who have rifles aimed at you. And he says, you are going to meet us. For a twist of irony, I thought it would be cute if we met up where we first met up. You remember that part of the canal over between the Night Market and Coleridge where you remember you guys ambushed us, remember?
Yeah.
We're going to meet there. We'll have some coin for you there to pay you off.
Wait.
The kids, they could take you out of here.
How much coins did we get left for half of or like part of this
He
job?
says, well, it looks like you loaded your pockets pretty well. So once I divvy up the coins with the washbucklers, and we'll give some coin to the kid.
There was extra that we didn't load into the cart.
Don't say that.
would you say?
I think that was just a
He
general thing
says-
that was up.
No. I'm
Time
saying
to go.
To us, not to
Decisions.
him.
He says, I'll take you in my boat.
Why him? Strongman? Is that it?
Well,
We're all
let's
just as
call it.
capable as he
Let's
is.
just call it a sense of security.
Now we have a reason to go.
You guys can ride with the kids. He's going in our boat. We'll meet up 4 hours
Okay.
by the canal.
Yeah.
Let's go, big guy.
We'll see you soon, Demon.
Have fun.
Don't die. I'll try not to.
Hey, by the way, guys, I just want to make this clear. This is from Alex to all of you. Didn't the chair demon say we would need to pay back a tithe in that exact same spot?
Eventually.
What if he's the chair demon?
What do you think? But now he's a dude.
That would be a big
This is. Let's focus on the present, and
So the present.
He says as
the
he's
present
slowly
is
sailing
that
away.
Chance and the 2 kids hop in the rowing boat. You guys, 4 guys, cram in there, and it's like the water's kind of coming up.
Yeah.
If he was in there,
And
that would have sucked.
you're rowing
to be
out.
fair.
I'm assuming you take over rowing
We
duty
take
so
over
that the
rowing.
little kids aren't. You guys row out.
Nah.
You guys,
Nah.
Chance
Whatever.
tells you where to go and kind of how to get around to a spot by the canal. You are with Charlie and his guys, and you notice after a while that there's another boat that's following you guys with rifles. Along the way, Charlie says, your crew is pretty remarkable. I'm actually shocked that you guys were able to get into the Red House and get this far. Kind of, frankly, half expected everything to go sideways and that I would have to do all this myself. So I think all things considered, it worked out really well.
Where is this going?
Well, I mean, it's significantly going to me and to improve my standing and my wealth. But,
More so this conversation.
Fair.
well, just wanted to let you know that I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Fair. Okay. We appreciate your praise, and there's nothing else I can offer right now.
He says, yeah, well, you should be proud. You guys did a good job. And I will really appreciate all the coin that you earned for me.
Yeah.
You make your way around through canals back to the spot where you originally encountered the washbucklers. When you get there, their boats are all parked, docked, gone. You don't know where they are. You don't know where the coin is. But they're all lined up on the lower level of the dock on the pier with rifles. You guys roll up.
There's a lot.
Charlie steps off. Washbucklers hand him a bag, and he says, perfect. He says, you guys should probably walk back from here. I wouldn't make these kids go back through the canals this late at night. It's not safe. But there's some stairs that'll lead you to the main level of the streets. You guys can get back from there. He says, I believe this is your bag of coins, sir.
Thank you.
And I've put in a good word with the washbucklers here. And as far as they're concerned, the Blackstones and the washbucklers no longer have any beef. Isn't that right? One of the washbucklers looks at you.
Just say yes.
He nods.
Good.
Honestly, we don't know what to do with all this money
Question,
already.
does he have
No, we
might as well
know.
share.
Quiet.
We know a lot to do with this money. Don't listen to him. It's fine. Plus,
Charlie says, I assume that the coin that you all have is more than sufficient for a heist.
of this caliber,
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. What would you have done with the piles and piles of coin that I will now have to divvy up? Really?
diplomatic ventures, they're always nice to have.
Perhaps.
Possibly even would have went here if you didn't
He
stop
says,
us.
well, you know what, we'll have time to discuss this at another occasion. But suffice it to say, it's been a true pleasure doing business with you once again. And, you know, every little task that you perform for me goes a long way. It really means a lot to
Yeah, sure.
paying off your debts. He says, what's wrong, Brooks? Don't you recognize me?
There's some hidden beef
You
between
see
you two.
he leans up against a wall of one of the like lower level warehouses. And he leans up against the wall and slides down,
Did I say it?
using the wall as a brace, and he slides down and his legs are bent.
I was right.
It almost looks like he's a chair.
I knew it.
And then, before your very eyes, the man that was Charlie is not there. And you simply see a very old wooden chair.
It made so much
God.
sense.
God damn it.
So we meet again, chair demon.
Played us like a
chair,
goddamn
you're talking to a
fiddle.
The washbucklers all back away. Like, they seem very uncomfortable. They still have their rifles, but they kind of back away and fade into the shadows.
A chair leads the wall.
Oh, don't worry, he's your buddy.
About 10 feet away,
That
you
makes
see a set of
sense.
stairs that go up.
Y'all listen to
You
a
figure
chair.
that you guys are about 8 blocks away from the hotel.
Should we smash the chair?
No. We've already
He's
made a
our
pact.
friend.
Remember?
We just gave him like an absurd amount of money. Plus, he's been nice to us.
Wouldn't our debt be paid at this regard?
He's nice.
No, Mr.
He's
Remember,
fine.
Mr. Chair put something inside of us.
He did.
Like, it's,
Oh, that's right.
What?
remember that little
Yeah, it was
monster?
like the little like goop he put in, and it was like, if you don't like do what I ask you to, I'll make it grow. And yeah,
yeah, remember that monster we fought?
I remember
Trying
that.
to take out
I say to a chair.
Weeping.
the weeping lady?
Who raised a toast when Nikolai proposed the toast?
I think we all did. Technically,
You
without
two.
saying what
And
we
you
all
drank the
raised.
hot shots, the Peruvian hot shots.
Them two.
Us too.
Oh.
So does it grow? Does it not? What does it do?
How's that shot settling in your stomach now, Brooks?
I mean, after the rest of the alcohol, it didn't taste like anything. But
All right, so what do you guys do? Where do you go back?
We take the children
we might
back.
as well give the kids some coin.
Myself,
yeah.
I'll take the children back to their warehouse, wherever they are.
Oh, okay. All right, so you guys make your way back.
And we'll go back to the hideout.
Go back to their warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go into the
Might
warehouse.
as well go to the room.
I'm gonna go to Max.
Oh yeah,
see
we should
him.
go back to the room.
All right, so where are you going first? You going back to the room or you going back?
Room.
Try to find Max because he was in the room. He was copped up in the room.
Okay, you go to the room. You go in the room.
Yep.
Where is he?
You see Max. He's sitting in a chair,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have his spy scope. He's like sitting by the window and he's sitting in a chair. But as you look closer, you see that he's not just sitting in the chair. Like his arms are pinned at his side and he's tied up in the chair. And then you see something tied around the back of his neck because he's, facing away from you. Looks like he's been gagged and tied up.
Oh, just go ahead and undo that really quick.
Yeah,
You are now free to speak.
What
Nice
happened?
go.
What happened?
What happened? Okay, number one, what happened to you?
Was it the chair?
No, that was a bunch of 15-year-olds with guns.
From who?
wait.
Who's the only
Who do you
15-year-old?
think?
Who's the only 15-year-olds with
It
guns
was
we talked
Chance's
to?
crew.
And
They accomplished.
we're not
I
giving-
have no idea what they accomplished.
We're not
They
giving-
did not. I
They
mean,
rob you.
I mean,
So,
They just told me to sit down.
I got
not
no
giving
quarrels
them
killing
any of this.
kids. Should we go?
okay,
We go deal with this?
I'll talk with Chance. Let me
not. No. He'll do his Skovlan thing.
I have ideas.
No.
I just
See,
wanna-
we're
I just
sharing
wanna point
here.
this out. Time went on, right?
Yeah.
It's probably about 10:30 at night, and you see through the window as you're looking at the red house
Oh no.
that the two guards aren't outside the door.
We should leave.
Okay.
We should leave.
There's a bomb attached to that door.
We should leave.
Yeah, actually,
All right.
find your way
getting
home,
to.
children.
Run,
Find your way
run.
home.
Did you say there's a bomb attached to that door out loud?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I
just
think
wanted
that
to make
was-
sure.
I think it was just
Clarifying.
to clarify to the rest of the
That would have
because
been really
you heard
funny.
something. I mean, they didn't blindfold you. They gagged you and tied you up to a chair looking out the window.
I heard something
At a
from the
certain
Red House.
point, not too long ago, you saw the two guards haul ass inside the Red House. And a moment later, you heard a very big, like, boom from inside.
All right. Well, I'm counting
Still
two.
leave, bro.
Hey, the trap worked. We got it. It did.
Was there a day?
Hey, I got the.
You guys gather your things and leave the hotel?
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Let's leave quick.
Running out the
Where do
way.
we go now? Do you go down the block to the warehouse?
Let's go to the. No.
Sprinting back to Coleridge.
We're going back to Dave's Deli.
Okay, you guys are going back to your hideout.
Wash your-
Gary's
Yeah.
Deli.
Is anyone going to the warehouse?
I'm going to the warehouse.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, I want to go to the warehouse.
All right, you guys are going to the warehouse. Are you going to the warehouse?
Fine, okay.
Tallies to
I'll
make
go
sure.
myself, or I'll go.
Okay.
I got players to
You
warm
guys
up.
go to the warehouse.
Do against a 50
That's what
cal.
I'm saying.
You open the door. You walk through the warehouse to the little corner where Chance's gang had their hideout. All their little bedrolls, gone. The little table and chairs and the kitchen set and food stock, gone. But do you know what you do see? You see one kid standing by the window, staring out the window.
Take him in.
And it's Ivan.
He's ours now.
And as you guys kind of come to the area, he doesn't turn around. He just says, I told you to be careful.
Where'd they go?
The old man?
Ivan, when you talked about being careful of the old man, there was no ghost, so I do not know what you meant.
But he was with you.
So I'm not as
Even
attuned
Charlie?
spiritually as you, so
There's
I
no,
would have not
guy,
noticed
the ghosty ghoul
such
hovering over
malevolent spirits.
He turns to you and he says, he was a naval officer when he was a young man.
It's the chair.
No, it was the other guy.
Nicola?
Charlie, the old man, and Ghost. Does that mean anything to you?
I don't know the name.
But
The old man in the red house, when he was alive, he was a sailor.
It was probably Nikolai.
okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can remember besides him being a naval officer?
I'm afraid to tell you his true name.
Wait.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Brings
Is
you
it
control the demon.
would harm come to you if you tried to speak his true name? Or to us?
I don't know.
Any chance you're able to
I could show you. I could show you. I could take you.
write his name? Or
There's a place that has a picture of him.
It's the warehouse.
then yes. Show me, please, Ivan.
He nods and he starts walking. You guys follow him? He walks all the way from the docks district. It takes a while. He crosses one of the bridges and he goes to this small, like, historical building that's like not quite a museum, but it's like a, like, you know, history of the empire, like a small historical building. And he goes, and outside, because it's closed, it's nighttime, but outside through the window he looks and he says, there, that's him. That's the old man. And he points, and you see this painting. Looks very old.
Okay.
And the man in the painting, an old man, looks exactly like who you saw, the ghost that you saw.
Okay.
And below it, there's a nameplate, and it says, Lord Charles Weatherby.
Charlie.
Lord Charles, what was the last name?
Weatherby.
Weatherby. But Ivan, do you know anything about
The wardens don't take him. Do you understand? The wardens don't come for him.
Ivan, what can I...
It's like you killed someone in there. Didn't you? And he looks at you dead ass. Like, you killed someone.
I like this kid. Can we bring him back?
I would love to have
Killed
him at
someone in
Dave's
there,
Deli.
but there was no bell.
Wait,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that-
I brought
wait
that
a
up
minute.
earlier.
did Charles take his soul?
Probably. That's how he
What
keeps
happened
living.
to the soul of the guard?
I don't know anymore. And you see he becomes scared. He's like, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Ivan, calm down.
You're okay.
It's okay. Come with us. Come back to the shop.
We can take care of it.
We'll take care of you. Because
We'll take care of
unless Chance is still with, you're still with Chance's group.
Chance wants me to join, but I don't want to.
Where are they?
They do bad things for bad people.
Come back with us. We'll take care of you. We can help you.
We
Okay.
can also properly feed you.
Dave's sandwiches aren't
Okay.
the best.
We can afford our eggs.
Can I do an attune roll again and see if I get the feeling?
Yes, certainly.
Well, she's gonna roll.
I'm gonna get a 1, but
no, you're gonna roll two
least
sixes.
qualified
Watch it.
person.
I told you 1.
What a 3.
You don't sense any spirit presence in this area. the eyes in the painting turn and look at you. No, I'm just kidding. that would be awesome. You guys return to your hideout in Coleridge. You arrive at the deli. It's very late. Obviously, it's closed, but you have keys, so you go in. You make a fresh deli sandwich for Ivan, who eats it ravenously. And he looks around and he says, I like this place. It's not haunted.
Yeah, we try to keep the killing to a minimum over here.
Well,
There's
none
one chair
at
upstairs.
all.
Don't touch it.
Oh, do not
although-
touch the chair.
You guys are shocked because when they arrive, the rest of your gang arrives, this Ivan kid is with them.
That's cool.
Hey, wait a minute. You, hey, were you there when they tied up our friend that was looking over the red house?
I knew they were going to do it.
Why didn't you tell us? Oh, because never mind. That's a dumb question. Can't see the future.
What? Yes, I can.
I like him.
Oh, you're a useful asset then.
Don't call him an asset. He is a child. He doesn't know what he's...
An asset.
Oh,
I
is he
tried
just...
to warn you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I did not have the sense to understand your warning.
I saw it in my nightmare the night before.
Ah,
The old man.
How would you react if we told you that the old man visited us and we were forced to make a pact with him?
That's what happened to Chance.
Oh.
Okay.
And now Chance has to do things for the old man.
So has Chance?
oh that's
I remember
that's how Chance said we were down there.
the chair told us, the Charlie spirit, whatever we want to call
Makes
it.
sense.
He told us we do one favor for him, and whatever attunement, magic, whatever.
I think that's just what
He shakes his head.
It's not just one.
He says, no, he's a demon. You can never trust him.
Yeah.
He knows you now.
Yep.
There might be someone who could tell you how to break the pact.
Will you help us?
I don't know how to find her. She was in the camps with us. She was nice.
What was her name?
She didn't tell us her name. She didn't want anyone to know her true name. So we just called her the nice, quiet lady.
Lady. Weeping lady.
Anything else about Nice Quiet Lady?
She's Skovlan,
Okay.
but she never spoke to me. She never spoke to any of us. She was always nice, and she took care of us and looked out for us.
Did she ever communicate another way, or did her actions speak?
She used the cards.
The cards?
There are cards that are used. Cards that can tell you things. She knows how to use them.
Anything else, Ivan, that...
It's an old Skovlan game. That's where the cards came from. The game of bones?
Oh, yep.
Yep.
As I thought.
That's what it was.
I don't know how it's played, but it can
You
tell
told
you
us.
things.
You told us about
The
that you
old-
saw them playing a game. Did you see a woman at that table?
You did.
And we
And
just set up a bomb in there.
So, he
And
he,
that is where we're going to end this episode of the Blackstones. Thank you for tuning to this epic gaming event. We will adjudicate all of our downtime activities off camera, but thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you for the next episode. Peace out. Bye.
Bye-bye.